family. I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And that's going to be another first. Down is the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
Let's go.
A gain of 14. First down, New England.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. General West. Heavy on the edges. Five. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Hooked there by Nick Nelson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the whip. Kill. Yo, 80.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Lady. Watch the run. Kill. X3. 218, chopper.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
54, right there. 54.
Darnold on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a carry for Sanders. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's set it. Lady. Let's set it tall. He said. Check 99. Check 99. Lady. Hey, check. Like that.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
70, Indy. Topper. Bravo.
To throw on second down, Clifford. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Clifford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Clifford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready. Hey, check. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Let's go.
On first down, Clifford. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On the ball. Get ready.
Back to throw. Clifford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Clifford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stay with your man.
To throw is Darnold. His throw incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lady. 50 lady. Mark 57. Hey, what's that? Here I come. Here I come.
Play action. It's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, get him, you got him. Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Side. 33, check right, 33. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. The lady. Mark 6,
out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. And he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You better bring it. Switch. 25. General West. Check 25. Motion. Bump.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
3rd down and 9.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Red 80. Check the out. 58 for Mike, 58. Hey, Delta. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Red 80. 58's the Mike.
Here's Darnold. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Weapon. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. And 58. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Back to throw. Clifford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Ready up.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
218, chop. Ready.
From the gun, Clifford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Patriot 1st down.
On the double.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again. Clifford to Michelle on the dump off. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. Clifford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch twist. Blue draw Corker. Check safety.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Darnold down to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Now Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sign 54. Mike 54. Lady. Free. Don't let him free. Play that shot deep. Go, lady. Bang, 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 bang. Check three. Mike 5-4. Now, lady. Hey. Mike 7. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Clifford. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 30 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
61, matchbox light. Bravo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Break. 53 smart. Check 53 smart. Coaching spill. Out. Get ready.
From the gun, Clifford. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check. Hey, zoom.
Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Darnold. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We're going to set. Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 4. We got 4. It's set. It's set.
Again, Darnold able to shake him off. Going to look deep for Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Dixon complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Red 80.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
That's going to be a long day. Play it, play it, play it, play it. Red 80. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50.
To the air again. Darnold. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Motion. 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 Red 80. Red 80. 58. Let's pick it up. It's out. 80. Let's get off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, you don't want to see me. 80. You don't want me. 58's the money. Hey, wahoo. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing again is Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6.
Now Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Red 80. Hey, seam 6. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch that.
To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Red 80. You run. Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
Motion. Mike's 54. I'm coming, baby. 80. Red 80. Switch. Hey, Delta. Mike's 5-4. Let's go, young lady. Right here. We got to step it up. Right there. 54. Right there.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. On 1st down, Jefferson. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the box. Check 26. Leo.
To throw again, Clifford. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right? Trip.
From the gun, Clifford. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 9, check 9.
Back to the air on second down. Clifford. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
Down. 8, read. Greystone, travel. Watch the screen. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. Got a man open. That's Harry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Back to throw. Clifford under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total